Welcome back friends, to another presentation of my course. In this video I should tell you about different types of essays, and how to write them. But before I start, can you tell me what is an essay? Okay, let me tell you. An essay is a short piece of original non-fiction writing. Simple, right? Most students don't know how many types of essays are there, and that's why they got satisfactory marks in their examination and assignments. In this video, I should tell you about different types of essays, and also how you can write them. So let's start. Different types of essays in academic writing. So, generally there are 5 different types of essays as following. 1. Persuasive essay. 2. Descriptive essay. 3. Analytical essay. 4. Narrative essay. 5. Informative essay. There is also another kind essay, that is argumentative essay, but it is most like the persuasive essay. So, I have excluded argumentative one. Let's proceed to the next slide of this presentation. Persuasive essay. Persuasive essay is a type of essay where you have to give your opinion about the topic you are being provided with. In this type of essay, you have to convince the reader about your opinion and provide some evidence for the support of your essay. The example of possessive essay: does social media create isolation, or is society too dependent on technology? How to write a persuasive essay. Persuasive essay is basically your opinion about a certain topic or issue. For example, when you asked about writing on, does social media creates isolation, then you have to put your views on either supporting or negating the topic. You can put your views on this topic that, although social media is a great way to remain connected with your childhood friends that are residing all over the world, but still excess use of it is harmful for the psychological and physical health of any person. Persuasive writing must feed to a precise conclusion about the topic, and have to convince the readers about your opinion and its validity. Remember that you have to provide something else in your conclusion. Don't provide the summary of what you have written in the main body of your essay. So, let's proceed to the next presentation. Narrative essay. Narrative essay is a type of essay where you are being asked to narrate a story. Just like writing a short story or novel, narrative essay must has a beginning part, and middle part, and finally an end part. Examples of narrative essay: what if I could go back in time, or my favorite superpower. Narrative essays are actually provided to examine your power of thinking and your imagination. So, let's proceed to the next slide. How to write a narrative essay. Narrative essay is basically like a test of your imagination and explanation skills. For example, when you are asked about writing, what would you do if you could go back in time? Then you would probably first have to think about the beginning, a middle, and then an end part of a narrative essay. You can choose a beginning part that you would like to go back in the school days when you met with your first crush. Then you can narrate the whole story, what would you do after meeting her at school, while creating a middle, and then the end part precisely. Sometimes, you would also be asked to write about biography of a famous personality. In this case, you can search the internet and do thorough research on that person, and then provide a precise introduction and main body part and conclusion to your essay. Then, after thorough analysis of the biography of that person, you can simply write a narrative essay about that person. Descriptive essay. Descriptive essay is a type of essay where you have to describe about a person, place, or thing that you like most, or you would be asked to write about any topic. After doing a thorough research, your descriptive essay must contain details that you know about the topic. You can easily recognize a descriptive essay from its title. Examples of a descriptive essay are: describe your favorite personality or role model, or describe your best summer vacation. How to write a descriptive essay. A descriptive essay is your test about how effectively you can observe and explain your experiences about a person, place, topic, or thing. You can easily recognize a descriptive essay by the question, like describe your vacation or something like that. For example, if you ask to write about your favorite summer vacation, then you have to write your views, memory, and imagination to describe that enjoyable event in your life. You can write about how you enjoy walking up the mountains while you have visited the famous hill station, or how you enjoyed the ride on a boat while visiting a lake. Sometimes, you are also asked to describe some events like a sunset, raining, or something like that, and here you can explain the color, shape and size of clouds and environment during the sunset, etc. Now, fourth one is analytical essay. An analytical essay generally refers to a type of essay where we have to analyze something, or we have to do some judgments and evaluations on the basis of the subject. Sometimes, some graphs, images and other kinds of information are also provided to you by the essay briefing document. In other words, you can say that you have to analyze the topic and write about it in brief. Analytical essay generally starts from words like why or what. Examples of analytical essay: what causes love at first sight, or why do people lie? How to write an analytical essay. When you are going to start your analytical essay, then first you have to analyze the literature, images, graphs, and other kinds of information associated with it. Then you have to provide a strong thesis statement to your reader. Once you make a strong thesis statement, then you can support the thesis with the proofs available in the literature and the relevant information. Also provide your opinions on the thesis statement. For example, when you write about what causes love at first sight, then you can use your mind and tell the reader that love at first sight is just like an intuition. Then you can provide a thesis statement that love at first sight is only an intuition of the psychology of the human being that got attracted to the beauty of a person. However, it is only attraction in most of the cases. While writing an analytical essay, you must remember that it is not only summary, and you have to put some strong evidence and points in front of the reader to make your essay more precise. Once you put your thesis statement, then you also have to provide the conclusion in support of your thesis statement. So, finally, the fifth one is informative essay. Informative essay is where you have to inform the reader about anything that you like, anything or acquainted with, or make yourself acquainted with after the research. So, in this type of essay, you have to inform the reader about anything that you know, or anything you are familiar with. Just like your favorite sports, or your favorite TV show, your favorite movies, etc. You have to inform your reader about your knowledge or expertise, so that you should convince the reader that you have got a perfect information on that issue or a topic. Informative essay includes the details that you know as a writer on the subject, and you must pass the details accurately to your reader. Examples of informative essay: write an essay about domestic violence, or about poverty and its effects. How to write an informative essay. Writing an informative essay becomes easy when you are acquainted with the topic. For example, suppose that you have to write an essay about your favorite sports, then you can easily write an informative essay about your favorite sports like soccer. However, you must remember that your reader may or may not be much acquainted with your favorite sports. It would be possible that his favorite sports is not soccer, or soccer is not a favorite sports in his or her country, so he may or may not have a precise knowledge of what soccer is. So, you have to write in a simple way about why you like soccer, and what are some common rules of playing this sport, so that you can convince the reader that soccer is your favorite sport, and you have enough information on the topic. Meanwhile, if you are asked to write about something you are not acquainted with, then you first do a thorough research on the topic from the internet and other sources, and then when you think that you have enough information, then you can write an essay on the topic. So, this was the presentation to teach you about the main types of essays. You can refer to the main page of our website for more information.